At the sun's highest point, beneath a cloudless California sky, October pressure burns a little bit brighter. This is the Cathedral of Baseball. It stands ready again, etched in banners, echoing with memory. 2 games separate the Dodgers from the Fall Classic. 2 wins here. Milwaukee gets a chance to go home. They'll have to steal some games underneath a very bright sun. We have gone from the outfield perch to the third baseline here on TBS in beautiful Dodger Stadium. Pedro and I are donning our powder blues. To my right, I got a bunch of former Dodgers, different lengths of stints. Curtis Granderson to my right, Jimmy Rollins to my left. And on September 24th, 1992, Pedro Martinez came out of that bullpen over there and started his career with the LA Dodgers. Bringing back memories, Pedro.
Yes, and I did take my little time to actually look around and reflect on my time here. But not just the time, just so much history.
Ooh, juicy, Jerry.
It wasn't juicy yet. The juice came a little later. As you can see, that's a little fro Jerry.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, so many great memories of so many great players that went through. I remember having a great interaction with Sandy Koufax and Don Dreister.
Wow.
And I stopped by the third base box because one of the most influential coaches that I ever had away from pitching mound was Joe Amalfitano. He was a person that really made me believe that I belong in the big leagues.
Wow.
And I trusted his word, and the rest is history.
Pretty awesome. Speaking of history, this is the 40th LCS game played at Dodger Stadium, the most of any stadium all time. That's history, and we've been witnessing history with the Dodgers pitchers and also the bottom of the lineup. It has been domination for LA thus far. We've talked a lot about the pitching, but the bats have been hitting lately as well.
It's absolutely the bats, and especially those names that weren't necessarily the big ones. We had MVPs at the top of the lineup with Ohtani and Betts and Freeman, but those other names on the bottom.
Just the sequencing, the hitter, and not the extracurricular delivery mechanics. When in the middle of an outing, when he starts kind of fidgeting, then he's kind of getting a little too external. When he is just focusing on the hitter and compete mode, he's as good as anyone in the game.
Dave, I loved our time at batting practice yesterday with the music bumping and Shohei taking BP. This is not lost on you. How many days did you dream of these days?
A lot. And I remember even in 2017, I remember in the World Series, my dad had just passed that spring training, and I went out there at about noon, and I got his ashes, and I sprayed him out there in center field, where I used to roam in center field with the Dodgers, and then where I sit right there, I spread him in front of me. So every single day, I always think of my dad. I never take for granted. I'm just so grateful that I get to be in baseball, coach the Dodgers, and coach these great players. And so you got to have fun, and you got to rock Michael Bublé when Shohei's struggling and taking batting practice. And he had fun with it, got his work in, and he's ready to go today.
Thank you for sharing that. Pressure is a privilege. Who said it?
Ooh, yeah, I love that.
Billie Jean King, you were just talking to her.
Billie Jean King, yeah, and she was also giving me tips on our hitters on how to hit a baseball. But hey, Billie Jean's the coach, so it's all good.
Thanks, Dave.
All right.
Class now. But that's just more proof. This is the Brew Crew, man. They are a tight-knit unit. He left sticky notes on all of their lockers as well, saying, I know the road feels steep right now, but if anyone was built for this climb, it's you. You've done this with grit and grace. This isn't about baseball. It's about us. There's no one I'd rather climb with. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen now.
Hey, the big thing, we look at the beginning of the year. Remember when the Milwaukee Brewers went to Yankee Stadium and the Yankees put up almost 40 runs on them, and we said, this isn't the team that we saw last year. They got nothing. Then they came back, like his son said, won 4 straight. Within 10 games, they were in first place in the NL Central. So sometimes that reminder, those sticky notes, letting you know that, hey, you've done this before. Now, they didn't do it against the Dodgers, and they didn't do it in the postseason, but you have done it before, and you need a reminder of that sometimes.
But leadership starts at the top, and when you have someone that continuously believes in you, it doesn't matter what you're up against, that the guy that's running the ship, he hasn't given up on us, so we have no right to stop fighting. And not that they would, we're not saying that, but he's letting them know, hey, I'm in the trenches with you. It doesn't matter what it looks like. We know there's light on the other side of that tunnel. We just have to dig ourselves way out, and that was a nice little reminder.
Well, it is amazing to see this kid with such a poise saying those words. If I'm the players, I'm actually feeding off of that as well. Not that I need extra push because they're all professionals, but I would take those words from the kid, and I would take the words of my manager, leaving those sticky notes in my chair. I want to pick up that guy, and Pat Murphy is one guy that deserves to be picked up by his players. I hope they do it.
You take that flight out and you realize we need to leave everything out there. This is the best road record team in baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers. They've lost 9 road postseason games. The last time they won one, 2018 LCS Game 3 right here in Dodger Stadium. So maybe they could start turning it around.
Maybe, and definitely a reminder, hey, how good we are and how we're here, and use that underdog mentality. No one's expecting you to win this right now. Pedro's already said it's an elimination game, so use that as your fuel. They're already writing us off. Can we prove them wrong?
I'm feeling motivated right now, and I know, Pedro, you love this guy.
I do love this guy, and I can't wait to meet him in person.
Amazing. MLB on TBS leadoff presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. We're getting ready for the first pitch. Intros are happening now. We got you covered here in LA on TBS.
Late afternoon, Los Angeles, California on a picture perfect Thursday afternoon. The defending World Series champion Dodgers, they are back home, and they are defending their title in a most impressive way. This is the 2025 National League Championship Series. It's presented by Loan Depot. It is Game 3. The Dodgers and the Brewers. Dodgers up 2-0 in this best of 7. And with that, we welcome you. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Ron Darling and Jeff Francoeur. We'll hear from Lauren Shehadi in just a moment. Well, the Dodgers go on the road and do what they've been doing all postseason. They're now 4-0 away from Dodger Stadium. Frenchie, they're finally back here in their comfortable surroundings. The Dodgers look like a freight train. They're 7-1 in this postseason.
I'll tell you what, guys, it starts with the pitching for them. I mean, I know they have sluggers, but these 4 starters they have been completely dominant. And you look at Snell and Yamamoto in game 1 and 2, 17 innings. But Ronnie, look at that, the 1 walk. That is what they have not let traffic on the base and let the Brewers do what they want to do. So for the Brewers, they're hoping they get a little different in game 3. But now you got Tyler Glasnow going for the Dodgers today. And in game 4, the clinching game against the Phillies, he was outstanding. 6 innings, 8 Ks, and you see that fastball was electric. Maybe the best we've seen it all year according to Dave Roberts, up in the zone, and that big curveball. I'll tell you what, the Brewers have another task today because this guy's another ace for the Dodgers.
Well, Tyler Glasnow, 1 of the 4, he pitched in a very similar environment in Game 4 against the Phillies, was dominant in the twilight. All right, Ronnie, the Brewers have thrived in this underdog motif all year. Well, it's a capital U now because they're down 2-0 in this series. What's their path back?
Well, first, Pat Murphy told us he admires his team, he admires this fight. I'm living proof. I played on a team that lost 2 home games to start a 7-game series and won the 7-game series, so it can be done. You can see on our graphic here all the numbers you want to see. But more importantly, they have to remember, they won 97 games. They were 3rd in baseball in runs scored. They hit 7 home runs in the division series. That's the Brewers team we hope to see tonight.
They also posted 45 wins on the road in the regular season, the most wins in Major League Baseball on the road, including a sweep of the Dodgers here at Dodger Stadium. Aaron Ashby will make his 3rd appearance as an opener. He'll get the ball for the Brewers. There will be a bulk pitcher behind him. Pitching chaos today for the Brewers. And for the pitching story, we send it down to the 4th member of our team, Lauren Shehadi. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Brian. How do you feel about 103 miles per hour in twilight? No, thank you. The Brewers will hand the ball to Aaron Ashby as the opener. He's pitched in all but 1 postseason games, and then expect the young flamethrower, Jacob Misiorowski, to get the bulk of the innings. It's the long stride, Brian, the velocity that Pat Murphy hopes will be a challenge with all these shadows. Here's 101, 102, 103. Hit it if you can. Dave Roberts between Tyler Glasnow and Shohei today. Shohei may be a unicorn, but he loves his rest. So Glass today, Shohei tomorrow. Having 4 aces certainly makes decisions easier. So pitchers know their assignment, and so do we. It's time to play ball. Game 3 of the National League Championship Series on a gorgeous California day. It's next on TBS.
Milwaukee fails to score in the 1st. Here we go to the bottom of the 1st with Shohei Ohtani making his way to home plate. Ohtani, Betts, and Will Smith make up the top of the order. Smith and Freddie Freeman flip-flop in the batting order. Tommy Edman, Teoscar Hernandez, and then Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez, and Andy Pages. Rounding out the starting 9 for Dave Roberts, now in his 10th year as the Dodger manager. And Ashby against Ohtani, first ball swinging a cut and a miss.
98 miles an hour for the working pitcher for the Brewers. This is his 7th game, 3rd opener.
He was the opener in game 1 against the Dodgers. Put a scoreless inning on the board in that first inning. He's faced Ohtani twice in this series, one in each of the first 2 games. Ohtani has drawn a walk and had a single and an RBI in game 2. It's one of the main reasons he's on the mound, though, Aaron Ashby, as the opener to try to neutralize Ohtani and the Dodgers in the first inning. And because he is an opener, Jacob Misiorowski, the rookie flamethrower and the all-star for Milwaukee, is loosening in the bullpen. 1-2 the count. And Ohtani flicks that one out of play. Jeff, what do you make of Ohtani taking batting practice on the field yesterday? That's a rarity.
You know what that means? One thing. He's not feeling good at the plate. And he's trying to switch something up. He hadn't done it in, what, 2 years here?
Doesn't sound like that would be an oddity, but Ohtani takes his batting practice, his drills in the cage as he dumps that one into right field. Ohtani on his way to second base. That one tucked in the corner. Ohtani thinking about third, and he's on his way. Shohei Ohtani with a triple to start game 3 for the Dodgers offensively. That's his first.
Well, Ashby's faced him 3 times now, a walk and 2 hits, Jeff.
It's like anything. The more you see him as the series goes on, right? Even though he got up 0-2, and give credit to Shohei here. He's just trying to put the ball in play. He came around it, and with his speed and where that was hit, easy triple.
He had 9 triples in the regular season. And Ohtani is at third to start this one, and Mookie Betts puts the Dodgers on the board right away. Splits the gap. Betts on his way to second. He is in there with an RBI double. 1-0 Dodgers right out of the gates.
Couldn't start any worse here for an opener and Pat Murphy and his Milwaukee Brewers team. Fastball away and down and sinking. He got a linea out there by Betts.
Oh, look, Betts is a smart hitter.
Yeah.
He's not going to try to get deep in a count with a guy like Ashby and the stuff, so he was looking first pitch, just something to hit to the outfield, and he got rewarded with a double and an RBI.
First hit of the series for Mookie Betts, had been 0 for 7. And he has his second RBI. Now it's Will Smith who jumps ahead of Freeman in the batting order. Dave Roberts saying he just wants to split the lefties a little bit, knowing Ashby was going to be the opener today and the starter.
Pat, Jacob got out of a big jam in the first. What's impressed you so far?
Yeah, his poise ever since he's been coming out of the pen, he's been really, really good. And yeah, he picked us up big time right there. That could have been an ugly inning, but you know, they got the blue pit down the line for a triple that caused the run, but Miz is shut him down. Now it's really tough to see, so for both teams.
I mean, you said you chased too much in game 2. What about tonight, Pat?
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to evaluate right now because it's hard to see right now, but I think we've done a better job offensively, and yeah, they got another great pitcher on the mound with great stuff, but I think we're responding pretty well to have it be 1-1 right now, and more to come, I'm certain.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Dave, you didn't want Tyler to overthrow. How's he controlling his emotions so far?
You know what? He's doing well. I think that the curveball's sharp. You know, that last inning, I thought the slider's good, fastball velocity good, and obviously right there, Kike went for it, tried to make a play. You know, turned to a triple, but he managed limited damage right there. So I think he's in a good spot.
You had a front row seat to watch Max throw home. Could he even see the plate, Dave?
I don't know. You know, right now with the visual at the plate, it's tough. Off the bat, yeah, it's a tough adjustment, especially when you got Miz throwing 102. But on that play right there, he did a good job going to his left, spinning and making a good throw. And again, that was a big play in the ball game so far.
Dave, thank you.
All right.